Alright, more exit corners. Yeah, because some of those messages aren't... Oh, prefaced by, this is a pre-recorded message.
Chapter 7. Enemy. The contestants had been fighting. Following a close call in the boiler room, Beth, Ray, and Lisa were at each other's throats. As he watched from the sidelines, Ink was struck with an idea. He had convinced Aether to join him in the room where they'd nearly died not moments before. It was still miserably hot, but Ink had a request for her, and he couldn't ask her anywhere but there.
So, what's the point of that, exactly? Please, Aether, I need you to trust me on this one. What if they get the wrong idea? So long as my suspicions are right, they won't judge either of us. And if you're wrong? Then I'll tell them I put you up to it. Don't worry, I'll be the one to take the fall. Okay, I'll try to be gentle.
No, Aether, as hard as you can, okay? It's got to be loud.
I don't understand. Why can't you tell me what's going on?
I'm sorry I can't tell you anything right now, but you're the only person I can trust with this. This will all make sense soon, I swear.
You're making it hard for me to trust you, Ink. I hope you know that.
I know, Aether. I'm sorry. Once our opportunity presents itself, you need to go for it right away. Don't hesitate at all, you hear?
I'll do my best. That's all I can promise.
I'm counting on you, detective.
So, can we head back then? It's still so hot in here.
Yeah, we're done here. Sorry for dragging you back in. Shielding his hand with his sleeve, Ink pulled the burning hot door back open. Ink sighed in relief as the cavern's cool air washed over him. The other three contestants were eerily quiet. Ink couldn't help but think he had missed something important. Well, at least they've stopped fighting. Did, anyone here have a look at the puzzle yet? Ray? Come on, you're usually the first one to try and solve it. Say, Ink, what were you two doing back there, exactly? Huh? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Anyway, we gotta get started. Not so fast. You aren't going anywhere till you tell us what you and Aether were up to.
It must still be deathly hot in that room. There's no reason to head back in there. Unless...
Unless what? Do I have to spell it out for you? You think we're up to something. Is that it?
Yes. The only reason that you'd want to go back into that boiling hot room would be to get away from us. There's a good chance that at least one of you is sent.
What? You've both been pretty quiet since Lisa suggested that one of us was sent. And you put a lot of effort into trying to convince us otherwise. Looks to me that you're just trying to avoid suspicion. You're just pulling at straws. That's a huge stretch and you know it. Well, if you think our theory is far-fetched, then it shouldn't be too difficult for you to convince us otherwise. Convince you otherwise?
All we're asking is that you tell us what you two were doing in the boiler room.
And if I refuse? If you refuse, I'm throwing you back in.
You can't do that.
Of course I can. I outmuscle the two of you. Easy. Keeping the door shut won't be a problem either, considering how hot the handle is on the other side. You're seriously threatening to throw us back in there?
The rest of us have all agreed to it. You're not going to let the two of you stab us in the back. You seem like good kids. It's clear you're keeping something important from us. So please, just tell us what it is you were up to.
This isn't good. If I tell them here, it could ruin everything. I just need a little more time. What about Lisa, huh?
What about me?
She's hiding something too, and you don't seem to be threatening her.
Don't try to change the subject.
See? Look how quiet she is. If you aren't going to pressure her for answers, then I don't see how you can justify pressuring Aether and I.
Lisa is different.
Different? Ray, you said yourself that Lisa just screams suspicious. I'll deal with Lisa later. Why are they ignoring Lisa all of a sudden? How about this then?
Let Aether and I help you guys solve this next puzzle. The moment we enter the next room, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Right, Aether? Yeah. Please, guys, just give us a little time.
Now, why the hell would I agree to that?
In the worst case scenario, you'll at least be one puzzle closer to getting out of here. And the best case scenario, well, we'll see. Please, Ray, just be a little patient.
Fine. Trying to think funny, though, and I'm tossing your ass back into that oven.
You aren't going to talk it over with Beth or Lisa?
I don't need permission from seniors or 15-year-olds.
I'm 18, thank you very much.
Whatever.
That's enough. Time's a-wasting. Let's get started on the puzzle. Alright. We might get our chance after all. I can't screw this up. Repeat the pattern. Okay, so Wait. Well, these two are obviously connected. I don't know. Oh, crud. Alright, so that's how you do it. Down, up right, bottom right, bottom left. Could be negative space again. So, dupe. Nah, there's no real difference. Alright, Lisa's gonna be completely useless, might as well do her first. Lisa. What do you want? You've been unusually quiet. What's going on? Nothing. Leave me alone. You're a terrible liar. Why are Beth and Ray going easy on you all of a sudden? They know as well as I do that you're hiding something. That has nothing to do with this. So you are hiding something. Shut up. Stop trying to trick me into telling you stuff. It's dangerous. Finish the puzzle, you degenerate, and stop talking to me. Yeah, you're right, your dad's a mob boss or whatever, I don't care. Sure. Dangerous, she says. Just what are you hiding, Lisa? She asked me to stop talking to her. She wouldn't have been much help anyway. But the way she's using her Gemini, she really is slow at texting. Maybe she was telling the truth about that. I don't have the time to press Lisa for info. I'm going to focus on the puzzle. My plan won't work unless we get further into the hotel. She really is slow at texting, though. Alright, so... Beth. Ink, you mustn't keep secrets from us. Do you understand? I know. It's just... I can't tell you anything right now. Sorry. You have nothing to gain from withholding information. Would it kill you to leave us alone? Seriously, get off our case. Do you dislike talking to me? I never said that. I just want to get this puzzle solved before we worry about anything else. So be it. I'll continue to assist you with this puzzle, but the moment we're in the next room, you must explain everything.
Repeat the pattern, huh?
Any idea how we're supposed to go about that?
Well, the 3 rows above the answer area seem to follow a set pattern from left to right. I'm assuming we just have to mirror those transformations in the 4th row using the shapes at the bottom.
We're on the same page then. I figure there's only one possible solution, and that's 5 symbols long.
That's a safe bet, yeah.
Hey, since we're working together here, does that mean you trust me again?
Hell no. You said that you'd only tell us what's going on after this puzzle has been solved. I'm just speeding that up.
Alright, so he's actually going to be useful. Ink, I really don't want to get thrown back in the boiler room. Me neither. Just remember what I told you, and everything should work out. But what if, I don't get the opportunity? we should just tell them. Tell them? Is there something you two want to share with the rest of us?
No. Aether's just fooling around.
Right. Just fooling around. Are you absolutely sure about that?
We've got nothing to tell you. Not right now.
So be it.
Damn. I don't suppose I'll be able to speak to Aether if we can be heard so easily. Alright, so that's... Oh, there's none for bottom. Dang. I don't think this is right. Yeah, I didn't think so. Doop, and... Maybe it's the opposite of that. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Aether again. I can't talk to Aether right now. Oh, there's certain someone watching. Alright.
Ink, over here. It's about the puzzle.
Ah, crap. I'm gonna look suspicious if I refuse to talk to her. Sure, what is it?
I think I may have to do something about this pattern we're supposed to find. Perhaps you've already noticed, but it appears that for each of the rows, the first and fourth tiles are the same.
Oh, huh. You're right.
I'd wager that this is the case for the fourth row as well. Let's make sure our first and fourth tiles are identical.
Good insight. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Hadn't noticed that. So... Nah, not even gonna try yet until I have more hints.
I've noticed something else.
Oh? What is it?
Only the rightmost tile ever changes shape. Tiles 1 to 4 are all the same shape, just with different orientations. But the fifth tile can be a different shape altogether.
What about the top row? And with the triangles? That one has the same shape as the others in that row.
That's right. I think that will be the key to deducing how the fifth tile behaves. We should pay careful attention to the fourth and fifth tiles to see if we can figure out what exactly the connection is.
Will do. Let's begin, Beth. Alright, so... the left is mirrored over to that side. So... that implies that this one is this one right here. So, this one first. I don't know, these two I guess. This one again, and then this one. These two I don't know. Alright, whatever. Hey, could you run your observations by me one more time? I think I'm close to figuring it out.
Of course, dear. The first and fourth tiles in a row are always identical, so let's make sure that trend continues for the bottom row too. Secondly, tiles 1 to 4 are all the same shape, just with different orientations, but the fifth tile can be a different shape altogether. We should pay careful attention to the fourth and fifth tiles to see if we can figure out what exactly the connection is.
Thanks, Beth. That's a big help.
Oh, wait, I think I get it. Do. Wait, crud. That can't be right. Alright, do. That should be it. Because these are rotating 90 degrees each time. So, if these two are identical, and this one is just the right side mirrored over to the left side, then first one, rotate, rotate. Easy. Yeah, that just rotates back 180 degrees. So, meh. Talk to Ray now. Hey, Ray.
What is it?
Any idea which symbol is supposed to go first? It would be way easier to solve this thing if I knew what our starting point was.
Not exactly, but I'm close. If you look at the other 3 rows, you'll notice that each shape in the second column is the same as the shape first column, but rotating clockwise 90 degrees. So if you think about it that way, our first and second shapes need to be identical, except rotated 90 degrees clockwise.
Oh, I get you. That narrows it down a bit.
Now we've just got to figure out the rest of it.
Any progress, Ray?
I think I'm close to solving this thing.
Oh, yeah? What have you got so far?
We'll need to start with the second button, the one with the L shapes in the bottom left and top right corners.
Okay, yep, got it right.
And if we rotate that 90 degrees clockwise, we get the shape that corresponds to our first button, the one with the L shapes in the bottom right and top left corners. I'm pretty sure those are the first 2 shapes in the sequence.
Awesome. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, aren't you happy?
Wait, what? When did those get... Okay, never mind. I was looking in the wrong row. Hey, Ray.
Damn it, Ink! Why are you always coming to me for answers? Can't you think for yourself for once?
It's not that.
Or do you want me to toss you into the boiler room right now? Is that it?
Calm the hell down. I was just wondering where you were at.
Second button, first button, second button.
Huh?
That's the order for the first 3. I based it off the order of the shapes in the first 3 rows. They all rotate 90 degrees clockwise, and then again. I'm still trying to figure out the rest.
Second button, first button, second button. Got it. It looks like Ray's still thinking hard on this one. He said the first 3 shapes were, in order, second button, first button, second button. Maybe someone else can help me solve the rest. There we go. Puzzle solved. Now I just cross my fingers. Did anyone else find that puzzle strange? What about it do you find strange? It wasn't a riddle, not like the other puzzles. Seemed like a riddle to me. Perhaps a tad, but this one seemed more grounded in logic than the others. It was less abstract.
That's right. It did feel different. Kinda.
You think there's something about it that went over our heads?
Maybe.
Well done, contestants. Well done, indeed. This marks the end of the preliminary testing phase. If you've made it this far, then you've all been making excellent progress. I applaud you for showing such determination and wit. No, this is a pre-recorded message. It should be noted, however, that exit corners is far from over. The next chamber you will enter... Ink reeled backward, crashing headfirst into the wall. He staggered to his feet, exaggerating a little. Aether, what's the matter with you? I didn't, Aether, flustered, was apparently having difficulty explaining what she had just done. Ink smiled at her. It's okay. You can tell them. Ink told me to hit him. I swear, it wasn't my idea. Is this true, Ink?
It is.
Why would you ask her to do something like that?
People are drawn to conflict, that's why. What are you going on about? Even Ray hadn't noticed it yet. Ink couldn't help but smirk. Conflict lies at the heart of any good story. It's what keeps people interested. It fascinates them. When Aether slapped me, she created an immediate and obvious conflict. Your human nature got the better of you, and everyone in the room turned their attention to Aether. Including you, Scent. I mean, you stopped halfway through your speech. I assume you took an interest in the situation too. Let's be honest. These aren't really recordings, are they, Scent? You've been speaking to us in real time since the moment we woke up. My. I don't suppose I'll be able to talk myself out of this one, now will I?
What?
No matter. I had planned on telling you eventually.
None of those messages were recordings?
That is correct.
Then you've been watching us this whole time.
That should be obvious at this point. Are you having fun, you sick son of a bitch? As a matter of fact, I am. Is that not the purpose of a game? You better fucking hope I never find you, or I swear to Christ I'm gonna put so much hurt on you you'll wish you were fucking dead. Although I adore your zeal, Mr. Nandon, I believe I'm in a much better position to be making that kind of statement.
So you know our names, huh?
Do you need to ask, my wonderful Lisa? Indeed, I know many, many things. Alas, there are many things I do not know. For instance, Ink. How did you know that my messages weren't recordings? Truth be told, I don't expect you to tell me. I'm simply curious. Ink paused, unsure if he wanted to share his secrets with the person who had captured him. Is there really harm in explaining at this point? I bet the other contestants want to know too. Well, the first thing that tipped me off were your pre-message announcements. You only reminded us that your messages were recordings when one of us tried to speak to you. I found it strange that you would remind us more than once. When we had stopped trying to communicate with you, the reminder stopped. Of course, this didn't really prove anything, but in retrospect it was a little strange. A very astute observation, Ink. It was actually thanks to Lisa that I was able to figure it out in the end. Fascinating. Do tell, Ink.
Me?
Yeah, you. You said something in the boiler room that really got me thinking. It was... Hello, contestant.
It all happened so fast. One moment I'm messaging my father, and before I know it, hello, contestant. But what does that have to do with anything?
You seemed pretty adamant that you heard Scent say, hello, contestant. However, when Scent spoke to me, he opened with, hello, contestants. Now, why do you think he would have used contestants when talking to me, but contestant, singular, when talking to Lisa?
Because you weren't alone in the elevator. I was there too.
That's right. His pluralization probably wasn't even intentional. He just did it subconsciously because he saw that there was more than one person in the elevator.
He could see us in there?
Of course he could. It's the only way he could have known which elevator had two people in it. Remember how we had to put our hands on those elevator scanners to get them to move? Only I did. You never even touched the thing. Any contestant could have gone in any elevator, and I could have partnered up with any contestant I wanted. The only way he could have known which elevator had two people in it was if he had been watching us in real time. Lisa may have had her share of paranoid suspicions, but she is right about one thing. Scent does have front row seats to this game of his. Hidden cameras would be the obvious, I guess. Hidden cameras would be the obvious guess.
Oh, that totally makes sense.
You put quite a lot of faith into that small auditory slip-up, don't you think? It was the tiniest differences. It could have easily been misheard by either Lisa or yourself. Well, Lisa seemed pretty confident that her hearing was perfect, so I took a shot and trusted her. And hey, it was worth a try. Anything's better than constantly being on the defensive.
Hold on. Scent, if you've been watching us, then why didn't you see Ink's stunt coming? I'm sure Ink could answer your question if he was so inclined. Scent's attention was split between two rooms. Aether and I were whispering in the boiler room, while 3 contestants were having a heated argument in this one. Which one do you think you'd rather pay attention to? So that was why we went back to the boiler room. I'm sorry for not filling you in on the whole thing, Aether. At the time, I wasn't actually sure that he could see us in there, so I wanted to disclose as little information as I could get away with. Now though, I'm positive of 2 things. Are you listening, Scent? Yes, go on. Firstly, since you've gone to such great lengths to convince us that your messages were recordings, you must have had something to gain from having us believe it. And what else? And since you're talking to us right now, in real time, there's no way that you could be one of us. I see. Do you think this means you've outsmarted me, Mr. Greer? No, I think it means I've outsmarted your entire team. I have no team, dearest Ink. It's just me. You're saying you built this place all on your own? Nice try, but I don't buy it. You're correct in that I didn't build anything. However, I alone am responsible for this game's design. The layout, the puzzles, the contestant selection, these things were decided entirely by me. Labor is cheap, you see. Ideas are the only thing that matter in this world. Tell yourself whatever helps you sleep at night. I feel like I should remind you that you've done nothing to better your situation. You're still playing exit corners. Your lives still belong to me until you find the exit. Please don't let that little stunt you pulled go to your head. As the one who brought you here, I could crush you at any moment. Any moment at all. Tell me, Scent, why did you bring us here? I see no reason to answer that question. I think we're entitled to know. You are entitled to nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've grown rather tired of talking with you. There, I've unlocked the door. You'll just have to figure out the next room on your own. Or you could die. Damn. As soon as I start pressing for answers, he takes off. I can't believe he was watching us this whole time.
I can't believe Ink was the one to figure it out.
Ah, come on. You really have that little faith in me?
You haven't exactly impressed me thus far.
Oh, don't be so negative, Ray. Ink did well. Besides, don't you have something important to tell him? Oh? Like what?
For what it's worth, we weren't actually gonna throw you 2 into the boiler room.
I never in all my life do something like that. He wanted answers, that's all.
We thought at least one of you would fall for the threat and tell us what you were up to.
So it was just an empty threat? That's a relief.
I just hate being left in the dark.
It's cool, I understand. Though it's good to know that Scent isn't one of us, this raises even more questions.
Yeah. I mean, why was it necessary to pretend that his messages were recordings?
There's the possibility that he did it so that we'd fight amongst ourselves.
If that were the case, why didn't he actually use recordings instead of pretending to?
Who knows how long this game is? What if one of us dies or refuses to advance? What if one of us broke the rules somehow? Scent might need to change any given message at any moment's notice to fit his needs.
Huh. That's a pretty reasonable explanation, ain't it, actually?
I guess he doesn't have things figured out as well as we thought. That's right. I think Scent has much less power than he wants us to believe.
And now that I know that he ain't one of you, I have a feeling it'll be a lot easier to figure out what exactly he wants with us.
You're all idiots. So what if Scent isn't one of us? That doesn't change anything. Someone here could still be an accomplice of his. Not this again. Please, just cooperate with us, otherwise... Otherwise what? Don't think I'm going to let my guard down so easily. That might be just what Scent wants. Don't think you can threaten me, Ink. She still thinks that one of us is an accomplice, even though she's clearly the most suspicious person here. Maybe I was wrong about her. Lisa, don't get all preachy with me. It won't work. Please, just listen to me for a sec. Ink put his complete trust in you to full scent, remember? The least you could do is place a little trust in him yourself. What did I just say about getting preachy? Please, can't we just cooperate until we get out of here? I want to help you, but that's going to be difficult if you keep acting the way you are. I don't suppose there's any point in trying to argue with you. I'll play along for now.
Ink sighed. For a little while, at least, he could relax around Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. You have no idea how much easier this will make everything.
I'm happy to have you on board, Lisa. Happy to have me on board, huh? I don't believe that for a second. That's a... Ah!
Huh? What's wrong, Lisa?
Arr! Not this again. Lisa, is something the matter? I feel sick.
In a span of seconds, Lisa's face drained of all its color. Ink could see dark red beads forming at the corners of her lips as she started to cough. She put her arm over her mouth, but did little to help.
Ah, yes, from chapter 1 and...
The blood went everywhere. Still coughing, Lisa fell to her knees. Ink could only stare in morbid wonder as her spasms grew worse and worse, whipping her tiny frame across the floor. She's coughing up blood, just like me. Ink couldn't help but pity her. Whatever her affliction was, she was clearly in pain.
Scent poisoned them all, and there's only going to be like one cure vial or something, probably.
As bad as he felt for her, Ink still had one big problem with Lisa.
Damn it. What am I supposed to think about her? How does she fit into all this? I can't stop thinking about our little elevator ride. Something still doesn't add up.
I don't think I'm not onto you, Lisa.
Okay, what is he getting that I'm not getting? That's annoying.